Alright, so I'm going to hit about 10 or 12 shots with my 5-iron. Typical carry for this club for me is probably going to be somewhere, I would say around 205 to 215, somewhere in the neighborhood. So that's what I kind of hope to see. And then with the ball speed being down from hitting driver in the last video, I'm hoping we get a much closer average distance on our carry numbers between the GC2 device and the SC4.
All right, yeah. So some of these shots really weren't very good shots. I'll be honest; these were kind of the first shots that I hit that day, um, with with really no warm up. So I don't think I kind of got most of them. Were probably shorter than the stated carry distance that I typically have for this club. We'll also say that the I didn't notice until afterwards that I kind of started that the iPad was in landscape mode, so I did go ahead and change that real quick. Basically to portrait mode, so it should display better now on the screen, and it should show those two shots that were kind of missing when it was in landscape mode. And I will say that's one thing that I truly have disliked about using the Swing Caddie app when you're in this practice mode or range session. It doesn't give you a great way to scale what you're seeing there on the driving range. So, I mean, if you're not hitting something 300 yards, you can really scale it down to what the shot actually is to give it a better display. So, hopefully, that's something that they do address kind of in the future with an update or something. All right, and unlike my previous video that I posted in a series like this, I've kind of removed the background noise on the shots just because I cannot control the audio very well from the action camera that's recording outdoors. I have ordered a wireless clip-on mic, DJI mic, that I think will probably really help my audio issues kind of moving forward, so that I can kind of give more of a live feed as I'm hitting these shots. But just kind of want to make everybody aware that um, don't try to adjust your volume on your phone, your TV, or whatever. Um, I have actually just muted the action cam recording. All right, and as we kind of get to the end of these demo shots with the 5-iron, just wanted to let you know there will be, just like with the driver video before, there's going to be a spreadsheet with all of the shot data in the comparison at the end of this video, and then there'll also be one with the 7-iron as well. And in those spreadsheets, I'm going to just mostly focus on the average difference as far as distance that's at the bottom of the spreadsheet. If you kind of want to pour through each individual shot data in the comparison, like feel free to kind of pause once we get to the spreadsheets, but I'm going to try to get through that average data just so, like I said before, we can kind of keep this video as short as possible.
Alright, so just quickly looking at the numbers from the two devices on those shots, I feel like we're going to be quite a bit closer on average carry distance with the 5-iron than we were with the driver. So I'm going to hit 10 or 12 shots now with the 7-iron. And I would say with my 7-iron, I'm probably looking, I mean, I'm not really warmed up, but I would say I look anywhere from probably 175-ish to 180, 185 yards carry is kind of what I'm looking at with this club typically.
All right, and before we kind of get to the end of the demo shots here with the 7 iron, if you guys are liking this content, you want to see more stuff like this, please don't forget to like the video. Leave me some comments and questions if you have any about the SC4 device or anything else you can think of that's maybe sim related. I'll try to get to as many as I can. Um, Upcoming after this video, I do plan on continuing this and doing kind of a comparison with wedges just to try to see if, um, the numbers, the accuracy between the two devices gets a little bit closer as the ball speeds continue to kind of come down. But yeah, if you want to make sure you don't miss that video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Um, and then after these last few shots here, I'll display the spreadsheets and we'll go over that data. All right, so to quickly go over the totals here at the bottom, as far as the color coding, here on the 5 iron, you've got yellow, yellow for the total carry average difference, whereas with the driver, we did have a green in the top column and then a yellow on the bottom one there. So just a little bit further average carry distance between the two than what we had on the driver. And then ball speed picked up really well on the 5 iron between the two devices. I mean, they were really close on every shot. So that's kind of promising. And then as far as on spin, we got better spin overall on the 5 iron than we did with the driver. The driver was red red on both categories there at the bottom, and this one's yellow yellow. Um, and then as far as launch angle, we not terrible. I mean, I kind of set the green as 1 degree off, so we're just above that. So we're yellow in that top metric there, and then yellow in the bottom one. Whereas on the driver, we were green yellow. And then on launch direction, another really good category here for the 5 iron. End up being very very close on every shot, and end up green green. Whereas on the driver, we were green yellow there at the bottom. All right, and now here's the 7 iron data. I will say I was very surprised. I kind of expected as the ball speed came down and the distance kind of came down a little bit that we would actually get a better carry number, at least difference, and it doesn't seem to be the case. We actually seem to be from driver to 5 iron to 7 iron. The carry average difference seems to be getting worse. However, um, on all these other metrics with the 7 iron, as those things come down, it seems like ball speed, spin, launch angle, and launch direction all seem to be like getting green and getting better. So hopefully, since those metrics seem to be recording better, we get an update with the app or a firmware update on the device, and it can take those measurements into account, and it can give us a much accurate carry distance in the future. All right, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for the next video where we compare the wedges. Should be coming up in the next few days. All right, see y'all then.